What's up, guys? So last year, you may remember if you watched the channel, I went out and bought this Viper last December, and I used a motorhome that I had bought for about 22 grand. It was a nice little motorhome. It was a gas-powered 8.1 liter Chevy and a workhorse chassis, 26 feet, so it was kind of compact. So we went down the road to Phoenix, picked up this here car. Brought it back. Didn't really tell anybody because I'm a Corvette channel.
Hey, I'm a hockey player, but I'm playing golf today.
But anyway, fast forward then to March of this year, I ended up taking that motorhome and this Viper, and I went across the country to meet somebody who does some carbon fiber, kind of laying the groundwork for some things that I was going to do with Corvette. But we went over there, we did some different mods to this, and then lo and behold, my motorhome broke down. So this was in another video prior on the channel, but I got so stranded because that chassis is old, we couldn't get parts for it. I had to leave it and buy another motorhome on the fly, which I did not expect to do, and it was not a good motorhome. It got me back to Las Vegas, as you can see here. It was a diesel pusher. It got me back to Las Vegas, but it had an abundance of issues. And so as I was going through the summer and into fall here, I was trying to decide, what am I gonna do? And I got another motorhome. Oh my, look what I've done. This is for huge changes in 2026 for KnightDriveTV. Now it's much newer. I'm getting fatigued. I even had a houseboat and it sank. And I'm like, I need to buy newer stuff. So I got this motorhome and we had to head down the road again to Arizona in December to buy this white C5. And believe it or not, this is what's gonna happen. Yeah, towing an empty trailer.
I always wanted to build fast cars, so self-taught I started with engine swaps, composites in my apartment, to multiple shops, tuning, fabrication, and more. 10 years later, the big time, SEMA, Speed TV, I climbed from nothing, but I lost it all. This is my new ride, KnightDriveTV. When failure is not an option, us car guys keep banging the gears of life.
Well, folks, welcome to Nothing, Arizona. So I know what you may be thinking. What's in Nothing, Arizona? This. Nothing. Except for my new broken down RV. But, you know, for KnightDriveTV, I really want to go to shows. I really want to show up with cars on a trailer and go to Corvettes at Carlisle and do the things I've always missed. So I was like, you know what I got to do? The company's doing pretty well. Thank you everyone who has contributed to that fact. Time to get a better RV. Time to eliminate all these issues. I know what I got to do. I got to bite the bullet. The company's got to buy something better. Now's where we come to the fun part. So in Mesa, Arizona, I came across a car that, because I'm planning for SEMA 2026 already, it's good for the channel and what I want to do. And what better thing to do than to pick it up in my new motorhome? I have a great trailer, which works fantastic. Hit the road. So that's what I did. Got my trailer, got my brake controller, everything's good. It's got 2025 tires on it. I made it 3 hours, guys, and this happened. Yeah, towing an empty trailer. So I gotta try and restart it and hope. Help me out, guys. I mean, I talked to some people and they're like, oh yeah, I've been down the RV road. Does it get better? Am I just having bad luck? You can pull the codes, the diagnostic off the dash, and what it was saying is it's like the map. It's either the map sensor or it's a boost leak. And I'll be honest with you, when I test drove this, I told the guy, I said, it seems like it has a boost leak. A little one, not a big one, a little one. And I felt that way because of some of the torque concept. If you guys don't know, I used to build forced induction systems. I actually know a lot about turbocharging and things like that. So I was like, I just sense it's got a boost leak.
No, that's how they run.
So now here's what I gotta do. My only choice is to push it D-rated with a code to Phoenix. So off we go. The door, this road, the door flew open. She can't even keep it shut. And I have nowhere to stop. Well, we had to pull off in the, one of the worst spots so that the air was sucking it out, she said.
Yeah, I had to literally both hands holding it.
Yeah, so it was like sucking it outward. All right, well, we did end up making it. I soft throttled it. We do have an engine light, but a lot of the big warnings like stop now did cease. So we are now in Mesa, Arizona. I gotta stop at the Waffle House. There's Waffle Houses in Phoenix. Oh. I went to Cummins and they told me to come there. I talked to them on the phone. They said, come here, we will help. I got there, everybody at Cummins denied talking to me. That's right, there she is, there she is. There she is.
Oh my god, we're getting out, we're getting out.
Plates and like hash browns were like flying everywhere. It was crazy.
You know, guys, because I basically lived at Waffle Houses, what I get is not on the menu anymore. So, had my Waffle House. I feel rejuvenated, god dang it, rejuvenated. I did end up going to get the Corvette. The guy had some cool stuff, I ain't gonna lie. I'd love to show it to you, but he was not into the camera because he's like, I don't know who's watching. So, that's completely understandable. If you guys saw what happened to my Tahoe just a few weeks ago, I understand not wanting to show, but he is a lot of history, had a lot of different Corvettes and cars, does a lot of his own work. So there she is. This is a 2003 Speedway White.
What you talking about, Willis?
It is a Speedway White. I got to get back to Vegas now. I've been soft pedaling her and trying not to get up in the boost, and the engine light is completely cleared now, so it's happy in this zone of about 75% or under. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to take an alternate route to Vegas, get back home, get this offloaded, and then take it to Cummins in Vegas and just drop it off. And I'm talking to the dealer that I bought it from. They, you know, I'm like, hey, you know, I know you guys don't, you know, it's used, but I expected it to drive for more than a couple hours without any issues. But that being said, it is super comfortable. So trying to make it warm in here. Did you turn the heat on already?
No, I didn't.
All right, so we are.
I did some mood lighting though.
Oh yeah, you did.
I just was trying to figure these.
Hopefully we just make it home, because she got women that want beautified on Wednesday a.m. sharp, like this chick here that Lace beautifies and made her into a star. She's like, who are you going to put on the screen? Who are you showing to the audience right now? This, let me tell you guys, the motor is in there. And last night I really went through it off camera getting this thing up. I actually kind of messed the floor up a little bit, but the motor is actually pretty accessible. It's just under there. I don't know, guys. On to the next day, and Lace may cook me some dinner. She said she would if I really asked and begged.
Yep.
And we're gonna do all our checks. You can see the car a little better. And man, I love white C5 Z06s. It's a shame they only made them 1 year. Yeah, we're tight up in there, so we don't want her going forward, that's for sure. Place is cozy.
Yep, I'm very cozy.
That's how she rolls. Little recliner.
Recliner and blanket.
Yeah. You may remember if you watch my other videos, I was here not too long ago. Kingman, Route 66, but this time, Lace is here.
Yep.
The smashing and bashing coming out of Phoenix. God help everybody that takes that route. I hate it. I mean, it's a nice package, you gotta admit. I feel pumped up about it. I thought one of you guys from the last video might have picked this baby up. Nobody got her, she's still here. Who's gonna buy this baby? Who's getting her? Lace, maybe we could tow the C5 with it.
I'll follow you home.
What if I towed a Goldstrand with it? Tow a C4 with that baby?
Oh, that'd be sick.
Somebody in the audience out there got a C4 they're gonna tow with that.
I mean, it's a sick looking.
You want it. Look, she wants it. Lace wants to get it. This is a cool spot. Thank you. Now Marilyn and Elvis. Nice. Oh, you want to shake, Lace?
I don't know. I gotta see what they got.
Christmas shakes, what they got in here. Uh-oh. Look at this girl. She's happy. What do we got here? Lace and I are just gonna split a little pie.
It smells really good.
By coincidence, we got the Corvette wall back here. Look at that. We got some mid-engines. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Got a little Corvette spot back here. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? That's Zora. God dang, we got Zora on the wall in this place. Look at that. They got Zora Duntov over on the wall. Lace.
Yeah, it's
How about
crazy.
that? Cool little diner. If you want that old school Americana feel for sure. I think that's what you get here. You know, they play some Elvis, they play some Christmas music. It's kind of pre-corporate. You know, I come from Vegas, everything's corporatized. And it's like, this feels, you know, like getting away from all that. So for West Coast people, I think this is a big break. East Coast, you still get a bit of this.
This is like the stuff that we miss in Vegas.
Yeah, for sure.
There's like these small, quirky little diners with good food. You can't get that in Vegas, and if they are, they're hidden.
Yeah, there's like a few little strip mall spots.
There's that breakfast place that we.
But it's like, it's not like this, you know? It's not like this. Cool stuff. Look at that, look at that, look at that, Lace. Look at Elvis.
Lemonade.
That life-size Lace? You're a little thin.
Yeah.
That's thin Elvis, not fat Elvis.
Yep.
Stomach was all fat and shit. He walk on the stage like this.
That's the spot, guys, if you ever come to Kingman.
Good spot.
Get some stuff there. They got crazy looking shakes. Crazy.
Oh yeah, I gotta come back for that. We're too full
I
to enjoy the
know.
shakes.
We didn't get no shake, but I wanted one.
I know, me too.
Here we go, Lace. Looking for shop space again. I was looking. You trying to drive that? You gonna drive that to the salon?
I drive it.
No, you wouldn't.
Never let them know your next move.
Yeah. Doing my walk around, I always check, you know, these roads. She's a little loose, but it's all right. It loosens up because, you know, these straps are a little short on the front and I pull here. So sometimes the wheel will allow it, but it's okay. It's been okay.
If it made it on that road,
Yeah.
we just got
That, yeah, really. It's still on here after that road. We did good, so. White Z06s. You like that white Lace?
I do. Very much so.
Man, we need some yellow brakes and black wheels.
Yeah. When I saw the picture of it with black wheels, I was like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
Absolutely.
I got this big Forza thing. I think I need the Knight logo somewhere. The KnightDriveTV logo. It's just so much. Well, we are back. It's been a couple days actually. I've been trying to catch up on all the Black Friday stuff. Coming down the road, the shaking in Phoenix actually shook this whole thing off. It was bonded to this. So I wanted to kind of explain to you guys, if you're still here, why I bought this. And you're like, why do you keep buying C5s? And as a reminder, I have a couple, and I'll show them to you now. If you don't watch the channel, please do hit subscribe, because a lot of people who watch the channel aren't subscribed, and you get lost because I got a lot going on. Okay, so some of you guys will remember I bought this commemorative unexpectedly at a Cars and Coffee. There was a guy who was about 84 years old, had this car. It was stock completely. And as you can see, I put the square setup. We have a few of these wheels left, but I'll be honest, not many. So it's on a square setup, 18 by 11s, or 18 by 10 and a halves rather. And as you can see, a lot of people talk about the square setup. I mean, looking down the car, you know what I mean? This is the setup so that you can rotate your tires. You get more front grip. I like it, I prefer it. I'm not huge on polished things, so I just kind of put these on. I'm a little happier, to be honest with you. I like this color blue on the Argents. We put some coilovers. So David Edwards, he is a subscriber viewer of the channel, has my headlights, I believe. And he didn't like these coilovers. He said, I need rid of them. And they are silvers. So I bought them from him to let him buy something else for the sake of basically me testing them. So I tried to bail him out of the deal, and we put them on here. Now I've driven on them initially. I'm going to do a coilover comparison. I have a few sets of coilovers. So that car has LG coilovers on it. This car now has silvers on it. And then the Test Mule C5 Z06, which was the original car for this channel. This car I've owned since 2011. This car is on AFE Power coilovers, which were actually Fott coilovers, PFADT. They were designed by Aaron Fott. He was a former GM engineer that actually had built a lot of parts and was really doing a lot of racing. And the company kind of went upside down in 2013 unexpectedly, and he sold
all his proprietary designs and everything to AFE power. So why do I have these? So this car, I design most of the parts that I release for C5 is developed on this car. Obviously, the headlights, the different variations, the bezels, the C5 maxed in, everything was developed on this car. Things that I have coming are going to be developed on this car. For that reason, this car kind of sits. And I used to do, if you recall, track days and things like that with this car, and I want to get back to that, but this car is going to forge forward. We are going to be removing the Z06 brakes, the current square setup I have on there, and going up to the Volk TE37s that I have for it, which are a 37 offset, and that is what's going to necessitate the wide body. So I'm going to take that off of there, and this car is going to remain the development car, but I don't get much opportunity to kind of drive a C5 anymore. That kind of weighs on me because, as you guys see, I have other cars, and frankly, I still just really love the C5 experience. So the Nassau Blue car I bought because it has the triple knob HVAC and it has body side moldings, and those things are both pertinent to future products that I'm developing. So that's why I have the Nassau Blue car. It has a bad transmission or rear end. Something's definitely wrong in there. So we're gonna have to tear that all apart. So I can't drive that car. So when the commemorative came up, I said, well, that's an opportunity for me to kind of get something on the street and use as a product showcase if I want to shoot videos or take photos or things for the website. I needed something clean. But that commemorative has had a little bit of a rough history, and so that car was super cheap. So that being said, there's a few things I have to do to it to make it what I would call like show worthy. But this 2003 Speedway White, it is show worthy, and it's show worthy for a reason, obviously. Some of you guys are like, no. Let me show you guys something. And then we see here on the date, let's see. So we have WA8554. Now, as you can see, I mean, she's definitely white. Extremely clean paint. No chips, no flaws, no nothing. And this is really namely why I picked this car up. And it's because I wanted something that as I start to develop finished parts, I wanted to put this on this car and this be one of the SEMA cars for next year. So it's not gonna stay the same. It's not gonna look like this. It is just the basis, the canvas that I don't have to tend to in terms of repainting the car or bringing it up to a certain level to be proud to have it in a booth. And it's not just about SEMA, it's just really, again, it's about a product showcase that I can throw on a trailer and take to shows and things like that that represents the brand, I guess, properly, you could say. For now, hopefully, guys, you will see me at Corvettes of Carlisle, maybe the Bash, who knows where this coming year in 2026 because of, hopefully this was a good idea. Watch the back, and if I come off the top, sometimes it springs up a little bit. All right. So make sure it doesn't spring up, but the lip is going to be mega fucking close. Oh yeah. All right, so the question is why would I buy an R-Title car? I know a lot of people really struggle with this. I mean, the things that I see online, when somebody asks 15 grand or more for a C5 with an R-Title, they get laugh emojis all day long. So let me just tell you about this car first of all. So it is a 2003, painted in Speedway White, does have an R-Title, was hit in the rear, took some damage in the, basically the back body panels. You know, obviously they R-titled it, and that's a determination of the adjuster. The guy that had it, he took the money, rebuilt the car, took it like literally fully apart, he said, painted everything. Obviously it's super complete. Even did the door stickers to kind of fool people and get them upset. But it's got 90,000 miles on it. But it did come with these CCW forged billet wheels. These were on I think like a race car, a Camaro or something, he said. It is UMS tuned, and he had dyno sheets. He showed me it made 402 wheel horsepower. So I'm just reading off here. It has LG coilovers, got Bear Ratispeed +1 rotors, K-Tech idler, SFI damper, ARP crank bolt, LG ceramic coated 1 7/8 long tube headers, has an LG X pipe, has a carbon Blackwing intake, carbon splitter obviously as you can see, carbon track spec wing in the back here. It has an Elite Engineering catch can, C6 shifter, after dark tow hooks, SKF C6 ZR1 hubs on all 4 corners. So that's a huge failure point that I mean, they're expensive. They're like $400 a piece. So you have ARP long studs, Corbo seats inside. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It has a Momo suede steering wheel, quick release hub. It's an Energy, brand new battery, Lloyd Z06 matte, dash matte. Got a perfect dash in it. And it's got a factory tie exhaust. It's got new GM weather strips and window seals. Literally everything in the window area, these new seals, everything's new. And so it was super clean, and as you can see, doesn't have the broken rain guards, things like that. Just wheels alone, worth some money. So basically the car needs nothing as it was described to me. Now, of all those mods, what it does not have is KnightDriveTV anything. So this is another reason, is I needed something that's completely OEM that I can take off meticulously, catalog and put aside, and then put in my headlights and use these platforms as installation guide video platforms. I already put the maxed in unit into basically the commemorative car, and I needed yet another clean car, clean slate to be able to shoot the install videos for the C5 maxed in. So these are things that drive the reasons why I purchased these cars, and whether or not I will sell them and take a small loss, they are basically tools of the business. And so obviously we got to put some headlights in this thing, because I don't know, I get why people are starting to post online like their original headlights. They're like, I don't like sleepy eyes. I mean, when you see things go a certain way, it's like an old friend when you see these lights pop up until you drive down the street, you know what I mean, and you can't see anything. But don't get me wrong, I mean, I appreciate the original design, I do, and I still think there's more that I can do, and you're going to see it in 2026. So believe me, I totally get it. If you are buying one Corvette, if it's your sole toy and whatnot, and it's a personal use, you know, I can see the R title thing, because if you buy it and you struggle to get, you know, and you pay a premium, so to speak, then when you go to sell it, you're going to struggle again. The case for me buying these is different. And obviously when a business is purchasing something, for example, and a lot of people don't like to hear this, but when a new Z06 comes out, or the Corvette C8 came out and they were selling for $75,000 over MSRP, if a company who develops parts is going to make multi-millions of dollars on the parts and products that they develop on the car, spending 75 over, they don't care. You know, I mean, from a business case perspective, you don't care. And so for me, I think I kind of fall in that category with buying these couple cars that have R titles. I personally I'm not hugely invested in them. If I sell them and I lose a little bit, this is all fueling the greater good and fueling the business as it is. But like I said, what my importance is not the title. It's the cleanliness of the car, the ability for the car to be used on camera and on video, and for it to basically be a platform for me to put parts that I develop onto it. So that's kind of why I can justify doing this in a way that a lot of you guys watching would not. But that being said, just, you know, there is proof that there are other types of buyers out there. And so if you have a car for sale, or you have something with an R title, don't necessarily always feed into the fact that nobody's going to buy it, because there are people that just have different use cases. Obviously, if I was going to track this car, if I was going to do certain things, he has so many modifications into it when you look at the money into the car, and if I'm going to put it at risk and track it anyway, I wouldn't care about the title. So, you know, there's a lot of things that I see happening out there, and I just want you guys to think about that. But that being said, that about wraps up this video. We're going to have a lot more ahead. I definitely have a lot more parts and things that I'm working on for 2026. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, tried to mix it up. Please leave a comment below. Let me know if you even made it this far. I don't know who watches what and how long. I don't even know why I make these videos sometimes, but I guess it's just something I've been doing for enough years that I'm gonna keep on doing it. So catch you on the next one. Look, here's your OEM bezel. See that? See that?
Oh no, oh no.